All right, thanks again for tuning into my channel. If you've been following along, this should be part 5 of Living the Isetta Dream, where I restore my 1957 Isetta. It's a BMW, one part at a time. And tonight, let's see, what'd we do? It's late and I'm getting ready to head home. Hooked up the throttle. Had no throttle pedal, now it's got one. Thanks to Isetta dude. Supplied a new cable and a little end to put on there. It seems like that's working pretty good. We still have no brakes. We're working on that, but we have a clutch now. The clutch pedal was completely seized. Right here at the, I guess you call it the trunnion or the pivot point, there was no grease getting to the far end. So I took it all apart and cleaned it, and now we got a snappy clutch. We'll see how it works mechanically wise, but at least it actuates. Before it would just stick to the floor and it wouldn't come back. So I went through and I took all the clutch parts apart there, cleaned and greased them, put in new washers, and those are working pretty good. Also went through the shifter and replaced all the bushings. There was no bushings in at all. I don't know how anybody shifted this. There was baling wire holding the thing together, literally. In fact, here are the pieces of baling wire that were holding the shifter together. I cut them off. There's a few more pieces laying around here too. A bummer thing that I figured out is the frame is definitely bent. Right here, between the main part of the frame and this stub, looks like somebody jumped it one time. There's a lot of negative camber and it's pushed back. I don't know how I'm going to straighten that, but it's this from here to there is bent. I've got to put a big chain on there and pull somehow. I'm really bummed about that, but oh well. The other things, I've got a whole pile of things to get sandblasted. The gas tank is going back in. The air filter assembly is getting sandblasted. I've got the hose for the air intake. I'm going to clean up the little cover that goes on here. I need a little hose that goes there. A lot of little things. It's coming along, and then I got to do the brakes. I'm going to try to paint the frame and bend all the brake lines up. And I got some stainless steel brake lines to put on it. Found there's a little hole in my muffler there. You probably can't see that, it's too dark. And I got some body work to do on this side. I want to keep the car as original as possible, mostly because I made an agreement with the seller. Actually, the lady that I bought it from, her husband passed away. It belonged to him, and I told her I'd take her for a ride as soon as I got it going. So after that, I might take the body off someday and do it right. But for now, we're going to enjoy the slightly rough 1957 Isetta slider window as it is. So that's it for tonight. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and just generally cheerleading for me. Little Isetta's coming along. Oh yeah, I'm still working on the battery box. I don't have that completed yet. And I gotta find that cover that goes up there. Cleaned off the package tray. I've got an extra sun visor that goes on the passenger side. I think that's pretty rare. I'm going to try to put that on. And yeah, I'm just going to keep cleaning her up. I want to drive this thing for the car show this summer, so I've got to get working on it. Actually, my wife wants to drive it, so it's even got to be in better shape. It's got to be 100% top-notch. Dead nuts reliable. So we're working on that. All right, thanks again for watching, and Happy New Year.